Oh shit, my mic wasn't on. What's up? What's up, noobs? Hope that we are all happy, healthy, wealthy. How we doing? I don't know who's in here. I don't know how many people are going to be in here. I don't know how long we're going to be live for. I don't know. Okay. I do not know. This stream could end up being 5 minutes long, or it could end up being, 5 hours long. I don't know. So we're gonna find out. But I posted on Twitter that I do believe that we're about to pump. Shit, are we live right now? Are we live? Are we live? Anyway, it's Saturday evening, Saturday night. I don't expect many people to be here. We'll see. Maybe I will shock myself. But yeah, we're long. We've been long since yesterday. We talked about the whole thing yesterday, and we'll see. We will see. We'll see what happens here. We might have to call an audible. There was a long here last night at 3 a.m. given to the Nexus. Not actually specifically on Bitcoin, but it was more so a short on USDT Dominance. This is technically a short zone on Bitcoin. Although I don't really think it's going to amount to much, but who knows? We shall see. How are all three of you beautiful people doing that are in here? Wow, very, very dead today. Didn't? I don't understand. Why did this not like... Are we live? Like, is this being notified or no? Everyone currently live on YouTube. Come hang. I don't know what is going on right now. Are we? I actually don't know if we're live. Are we live right now? I have absolutely no idea if we're live right now. I have absolutely no idea. We are live. Okay. Okay, cool. One love. What's up, Crypto Cart? I don't know what was going on. What's up, brother? Anyway, so yeah, we're just hanging. You know, we're live. We're thriving. Happy Saturday, my friends. Hope that you are all happy, healthy, wealthy. For whatever reason, my live is unlisted. Oh, that's why. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, it should be okay now. Let me just check. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Man, I'm wondering. I'm like, listen, I know it's Saturday night, but I don't know why we had like only 2 people in here. That was crazy. Not that we don't love you 2 people, but all right. Got in, my friend. I hope you're doing well, brother. Hope the channel is going well. Thank you, Alex, for the notification. Shouts out to Kenny. Happy New Year to you all. Second stream of the year. We are live. Hope you are all happy, healthy, wealthy. Hopefully, Biddy gets a nice full send here. Shouts out to Alex Crypto, says you're still in. I'm still. I did do some management. I took some profit on Dogecoin, and then I went back in. I took some profit on Cardano, and then I went back in. Solana I haven't touched. I'm not touching Solana until this number is like at least 70K. Not touching it. ETH, I'm in a very baby position, nothing crazy. Atom also very, like, not even real positions, but yeah, you know, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Thank you, DSV, bro, for letting me know. You just saved my ass. Yeah, man, you did. I had no idea. I don't know why I did that, but whatever it is. Divergence Dom, what's up? Yeah, you weren't able to locate it. It was a me issue. Can I send you XRP to join Nexus? I like your style of trading. USDT has been very helpful. Yeah, you can, bro. You can. Just come open up a come to the Disky and just come here to join the Nexus, and then just open up a support ticket. And then I'll give you a wallet there. But yeah, you absolutely can. Shouts out to the Nexus, by the way. One love to the Nexy. All right. Thank you, bro. Shouts out to Alex. Oh, Alex, if you're chilling right now, if you want to come hang, come hang. I am extending my invite to you if you're feeling for it. If not, it's Saturday. I get it. I don't know how long this stream is going to be. I'm just chilling. I feel like I've been sleeping all of damn 2026. I'm so tired ever since I did my gig. All right, Sunshine Girl. Oh, good luck with this, Geo. You'll be able to afford more trading ramen after a win. Well, Happy New Year to you as well, sweetheart. One love. One love. Thank you, though. Oh, Sunday down in Straya. Aussie. Geo, the new CF, bro. I am not the new CF. Hopefully soon, but actually, Face hit me up, and he's like, he's so happy for me. So it's nice, man. Like, things have been coming full circle lately, so I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful. Thank you, man. It's been a good start to the year for sure. What am I eating? I got my Greek yogurt. Dinner with the fam jam. All right, cool. No worries, bro. So what? Do we think that we're going to have a pump right now? Or I'll tell you why I think we're going to pump. I'll tell you why I think we're close to it, okay? And we talked about this during yesterday's stream. Basically, here's the long story short. I'm going to summarize why I think we're going to pump in like 2 seconds, okay? I don't know if it means that we're going to pump from this very moment, but let me explain why. Basically, here's the long story short, okay? Yesterday was Friday, first Friday of the year, and New York did a scam on USDT pump and dump, so the market did a scam dump and pump, okay? That being said, this dump and pump on the market was your New York fake out, okay? I have here on USDT Dominance us coming down to 6.04, 6.05%, okay? So the idea is now that this is very likely going to be protected, we're going to make it down to here. Now the question is, how do we make it down to here? Okay, how do we make it down here? And the answer is, yesterday we had a range forming where you had your range high here and you had your range low here, and you had nothing from this high down that it could reject from, right? Remember, after we know where it's going, we have to try to decipher how it's going to get there, okay? So there was nothing between this high and here. So yesterday I let the Nexus know before I went to bed. Right here. I said, I'm not, look, so we were already in longs and I'm looking for new trades always. Okay. We hit our low time frame target. We didn't hit our mid time frame target. But here's what I said. Not really seeing much here. As mentioned, we're likely to range. The red circles have no wicks on the candle's high, so are likely to get taken out. I have set alerts at these levels and will be looking for MSFs there for continuation. Aside from that, we do have a boss. I'm not too concerned about it. Whatever. I believe the New York fake out, which we just went over, okay, is protected, and we will not revisit that level anytime soon. If we start closing above the range high, we will have to reassess. If we start closing above the range high, which would entail a close like this, which we did not do. We SFP'd it. I then told everybody, USDT finally doing what we said. This is an important range high sweep because there is nothing in between this high here and this high here. Remember, I think this is protected right now, which means I think we're not going to come back for this high, which means the market's going to pump, right? There was nothing between this low and this high, which means the only answer was that we were going to come and sweep this high. And there's nothing between this high and this high, which means the only answer is we either close above this high and then we're probably going to take out the New York high, or we SFP this high. There's only two options, right? Which is why I made that update. Now we obviously SFP'd it, which is why I said USDT is finally doing what we said. This is an important high sweep because there is nothing between this high and the previous New York high, which I believe is protected. Okay. Unfortunately, it is 3 a.m. Look at the time. I don't sleep, guys. 3:06 a.m. Okay, number one network. Enter the Nexus.com. Link in the description down below. Number one network by far. Unfortunately, it is 3 a.m. So obviously, I cannot watch it for what it is. But this is what I would look for. And I said that we can rim C down. Okay. Sure and behold. First of all, this was my drawing at the time. Right? There were a few options for sure. You need to be aware of all the possible scenarios. There were a few options. I said we can now rim C down. If you were following the rim C down, you would have rim C'd it down all the way down to where we are at right now. So if you did get into a long last night at 3 a.m., right over here, okay, like I did, then this is technically your non-negotiable take profit because you're, if you were to take a short here on this SFP, okay, right, on USDT, which would mean a long on the market, you would be targeting down to 6.05 because that is our like mid time frame target. I do think, and then by the way, I do actually think that we're gonna either range here or get a lower high and then make a lower low. And I do ultimately believe we're actually coming to 5.8. So I think we're gonna pump even more than just here. But if I was gonna do a position tool, ultimately it would look like this. It would have been approximately a 24 risk to reward trade on USDT Dominance. And this is you would take profit here, so no one's allowed to lose the trade. You would take profit here, and then you would take profit down here. Okay, and that's basically why I think we're gonna pump. It's actually not that complicated. It's pretty straightforward. I see absolutely zero reason for us to even come back to last night's lows. Zero reason to come back for this high now. Where this was the New York fake out and I thought it was protected. Now I think this high is protected. Unless we get an SFP here and we start to accumulate here, and then we could probably come up and maybe hit this. And if you break that high, then you're probably coming for here. But otherwise, I would be still expecting this, and then I would still be looking for longs. That's me. Okay, that is me. So, as I told you what I'm doing and what I think, okay, I also, in the same breath, need to tell you that all content presented is a complete joke and should not be taken seriously. Geo is an incompetent 5'2" 3/4 wannabe singing non-financial advisor. Crypto's a scam. Making money online is impossible. Global warming is real and the earth is flat. So please do not blindly follow me. Do not listen to what I'm doing. I don't know how to trade. Don't listen to me. Okay, I'm just telling you what I think, not what I know. Okay, there's no such thing as 100% in trading. Yeah, Mariana. I've been sleeping. Well, I've been trying to sleep in 2026. I'd not even intentionally. I just can't stay awake. I've been so tired. All right. Heavy money flow coming in on Market Cipher. Inverted head and shoulders along with Adam and Eve double top, says Biddy Pumps. Beautiful. I like that. Paul Miller says, what about the CME gap? I don't trade CME gaps. Okay, personally, I do not trade CME gaps. And like, don't take offense to what I'm about to say. You know, if you do trade CME gaps, then, you know, good on you. I'm not saying don't. But I think it's Mickey Mouse. I don't care about CME gaps. I think that they're traps more so than anything else. So I don't really trade it. I don't care. All right. We closed yesterday above the 34 EMA. We hadn't done that since October. Last time we held it for only 2 days. If we hold now 3 to 4 closes, I'm bullish. Beautiful. Good. Let's see how Market Cipher looks here. Yeah, I think we're going to keep pumping, man. Oh, yeah. See, I already thought we were going to be pumping on the market before looking at this. Now this just like, you know, solidifies my decision. I haven't even opened up Market Cipher for like a few days, but anyway. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to pump. Definitely think we're going to pump. Okay, where would I place a stop loss on Solana if entering along now? I wouldn't long it now. I would not long it now. If I had to long right now and I had to put a gun to my head, with good risk management, I don't know, like 128.5. I would do that. But that's a horrible trade. I'm not saying do it. I'm saying if you had to put a gun to my head, I had to put a gun to my head. Anyway, bearish CVD on Sol. Do we have bearish CVD? I don't use CVD. I use OI. Let's see. What is it called? Coinalyze. Sol, USD, Bybit. Okay, bearish CVD. See, here's the thing. I actually don't think this is bearish. Here's the thing. There was bearish CVD. There was, for sure. But that bearish CVD has since been invalidated. And it would have been more bearish if you had open interest increasing during that level. So anything from here, in my opinion, anything from here to the left, what color is this? Anything from here to the left, like all of this, there's no bearish CVD. It's invalidated, especially now because we just came up and took the high. What you could say is that we have exhaustion for sure. You know, open interest is getting less. CVD is getting lower. So you have exhaustion, right? I personally don't care about exhaustion. Exhaustion is no different than just like looking at regular divergences, which I also don't care about. If I'm going to use CVD, I want to see absorption, and this is not absorption. I don't care about, so I'm looking for hidden divs, basically. I don't care about regular divergences. I don't believe in divergences. They're Mickey Mouse to me. They don't fucking work for me. Every time I see a divergence and I trade it, somehow I'm an idiot and everybody else is a genius, and the divs work for all of you guys and it never works for me. So I don't do it because I don't like fuck the divergences. But if it's absorption, which is why I do use open interest, because I can clearly see absorption, that is when I use it. So here, for example, is way more powerful. Look at this. Here you have OI absorption. You have higher low on Solana, lower low on your OI. That is a long 10 times out of 10, and you're targeting these highs, which now your target has officially been hit. So this is way better than any of this, in my opinion. I don't care about regular divergences. That shit doesn't fucking work for me. All right. Bitcoin right now kind of looks like it's trying to distribute here. And there is a potential short here. I'm not going to sit here and say that there isn't. There is definitely a potential short here. I'm not ready to short yet. But there could be a short here. Yeah, there definitely could be a short here. We'll see. We'll find out soon. I'm not quite there yet, but we could have one. If we get something like this, then I'll consider it. But right now, no. I'm not ready yet. All right. Do I get lots of sleep? No. What do I say about the Venezuela thing? I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't really know exactly what happened. I don't really know, so... We can check the Bitcoin one, though. BTC, USD, Bybit. Let's check this, just out of curiosity. See, here's the thing. We do have absorption right now on Bitcoin, but you don't have open interest increasing. If you had open interest increasing, no, I would say from here. If you had OI increasing, then I would say, yeah, this is probably going to be a short. It could still be a short. I'm not saying it's not. It definitely could be. But yeah, I don't really trade that way. For me, I'll de-risk my longs. I'd much rather just watch USDT. We'll see what happens here. This is an ugly low, so we'll see what happens. These are the zones I'm interested in, though. I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this. This is the best zone, actually, right here. This one up here. This one is better than this one. So you could get a pullback on the market. I don't know if we will, but we'll see. I don't need this high to go again. This high does not need to go. So right now, even though, I mean, I guess we don't really need to hit that. This is where I'll de-risk it, though. If we do that, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. All right, 119 people in here. January the 3rd, 2026, Saturday. Hope we are all happy, healthy, wealthy, my friends. It is 6:11 p.m. EST. Please do me a solid. If you like the content, and only if you like the content, please hit the like button for me. It really helps the channel go a very long way. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That is my goal. Okay, 100K by the end of the year is what I would like to be at. And your likes go a long way, and I really appreciate it. Also, I suck at chess, so please don't judge me. No, I suck at chess. I'm down to play, but I don't play chess. Don't get it twisted. I don't play it. I play here and there. Here and there. I go there. And I go there. He goes there. I go there. No, it's not gonna cut it. In it? What was I gonna do with this move? Yeah, we'll do it anyway. Fuck up their structure. Oh, he's trying to go there. Okay. Oh, did I just... Oh, I just fumbled so bad. That's gonna go there. Then I'm... Yeah, see? I knew I just fumbled. I need to move that up. If I go there and I take, it's gonna come and take, and then... I guess I could just move my queen. It's not that big of a deal. Then the queen moves back. Is that checkmate? Yeah, that's checkmate. So I can't take that. I have to do this. Whoops! Oopsie daisy. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. So yeah, I'll de-risk if we can start getting like up here. I'll de-risk it. Da, da, na, 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 na. Alright, we need to get our queen out of the way. Most active trader in the Dragon era. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Listen, this is the year of the dragon after all. This is definitely the year of the dragon. Man. You guys are gonna... I'm really about to expose how bad I am at chess. Oh, man. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move this up. I have a Mac, and I have two 27-inch monitors that I'm connected to. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, if I go there, that's fine. That should be fine, right? He takes... Okay. That... I don't know what that really accomplished. I don't really care about the pawn. I'll just take... I need to get the danger out of my face. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Now he's gonna go here, then I'll go here. No, I didn't. I'm not shorting yet. I still think we're going higher. There's no short for me yet. We might have a short here, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm so gonna lose this game. It's a good thing you guys follow me for trading and not for chess. Do I play games? Yeah, I mean, I used to be a gamer. I used to be a gamer, and I stopped gaming in like 2018, but I play like iPhone games when I'm on the toilet, and I play chess here and there. I'm so gonna lose this game, but whatever, I'll start over. It's okay. I don't lose, I learn. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose. I swear every trader has a game where he's a gaming addict. Yeah, I was... Listen, me being addicted to gaming was not even anything recent either. Like, that was since I was a kid. Since I was like... Man, since I was... I don't even know. Like, like 9, 10 years old. Even like, man, Halo 3 was my shit. I'll tell you that. Halo 3 was the shit for me. Okay, I have a plan. Oh, he just messed up my plan. Maybe I messed up my plan. Oh, I'm so stupid. He just forked me. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay, all right. We suck at chess. Good thing you're not here for chess. Good thing that we're not here for chess. The last video that I grinded, I would probably say, I mean, I don't really game like that. Like the last time I really gamed like that, it was probably Fortnite back in like 2018, 2017. I stopped gaming in 2017. We going up. We will retest 200 EMA, recover the daily vector candle, and then pump. On what? On Bitcoin or on USDT? Yeah, I think we're gonna pump, man. I think we're pumping. I don't think we're gonna dump today, boys and girls. Not today. Do you mean the daily on the low or on the high? Like lower than us or higher than us? I don't use EMAs, so I don't know. Yeah, you want... I mean, the TA on Solana, there's nothing right now to do. I think Solana is minimum going to 150. Minimum. 150 is my conservative target. And my like overall target based on my swing long is 178. So yeah, I mean, right now there's nothing to do. You can't long it now. What you can do is you can long it back in time when I made a YouTube video talking about it. But right now I have no TA to do. There's nothing to do. I think that this is a protected low. So I'm not telling you to do this, okay? Disclaimer. All content presented is a complete joke. It should not be taken seriously. Just an incompetent 5 quarter one. Be seeing non-financial advisor. Crypto is a scam, making money in line. It's possible government around there. This is 5 year discussion is advised. Not saying long it, but I think that we're not going to come back to this low. So if I was not in a position, and if somebody put a gun to my head, this to me is a valid trade. It's not a good trade. It's 2 risk to reward for the conservative target, 6 risk to reward for the better target. Might take some time, but I think we're going up, and my money is where my mouth is. So, okay. What's the name of the indicator of the green, red, blue candles in the white chart with the multiple windows? Oh. I have the vector candles. This is called super trend. These like lines are called super trend. I'm actually going to announce, so I'm in partnership now with these, like this market structure indicator, this order block indicator. I'm gonna announce all of that soon for you guys. Yeah, I'm an affiliate with them now, so. But yeah, this is just, I'll make videos about it. These are just things that I'm testing, that's all. Just things that I'm testing so I can have a nice overview of everything, right? Just things that I'm testing. Anyway, hopefully we pump because I'm sick of the Bears' bullshit. Sick of that shit. All right, XRP looking like it's ready to pop off. I think I was saying yesterday that I think it's going to move up too. Yeah. You were on a long and you closed it. What was my old job? Yeah, I worked at a bank. I started as a teller, and then I worked as like kind of an advisor. And then I worked, and then I managed commercial accounts across Canada. for a little bit, and then I quit because I hated my life. So this long hit, I don't need this anymore. Look how Mickey Mouse your fucking golden pocket is. Piece of shit. Doesn't even do anything. What did we hit here on ETH? Close enough. Venezuela says it's war. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that, if I'm being completely honest with you. I swear, I don't even know all the details. You love the golden pocket? I don't really use golden pockets. I use my liquidity levels and whatever. Yeah, it could be helpful for sure. It definitely could. Look, let me show you this chart. Fuck, what was it on? Pepe? Oh yeah, look at this. I was testing some shit. So don't think that that I'm not talking shit. Like, look how many freaking golden pockets this is. I think that's funny. You know, they definitely, I'm not gonna sit here and say that they don't work. I just don't use them alone. I use like smart money stuff, not retail stuff like golden pockets personally. But I'm not knocking it. Like, to each their own. Whatever works for you, go for it. How much? What's my risk management strategy in trading? How much do I risk per trade? Well, you should be risking one. Technically, you should be risking 1 to 2%. One to 2%. ETH NNTP. I mean, if you were long from prior to yesterday, in my non-financial advice opinion, you should have TP'd already. But if you're long from today, you have to TP technically on this high. But I think that we're probably gonna break through it. But you should de-risk it. You definitely should de-risk it. NNTP is a term I created called non-negotiable take profit. The way that I trade is very particular. The way that I trade is very, very particular. So, you know, when I'm entering very small, very tight stop loss positions, you know, you have to de-risk early, because I can go in big money, right? The smaller the stop loss, the more you can put in, right? So, all right, bro, build me a super high time frame scenario. Okay, here's what I would do if it was up to me. Super high time frame scenario. Bitcoin right now goes up to 90, leaves all these lows. 90. I'm happy with 96, but I want more. I want what? If it was up to me, I would even sweep this high. So 108. 108. And then from 108, we come down. We take out this low. We take out this low. Probably hang around here for a little bit. And then get some form of capitulation. I don't know how low this capitulation is going to take you. If it was up to me, I like 31.6. Like, maybe we're here, we redistribute, and then we're here, and then we capitulate, and then here's your bull run. That's my preferred scenario. You're dreaming 108, lol? Okay, why do you think that I'm dreaming 108, lol? Show your work. Why are you so confident to put a lol at the end of it that I must be dreaming? It's out of this world that I'm even talking about 108. Why? Show your work. 102K. 108 would be my max. I'm content with 96. But I do think that this high is gonna go. Well, for starters, you're under the weekly 50 moving average. Okay. And these are my, wait, actually, where's my TA at? Ah, there we go. Okay, these are my favorite zones. This is my favorite zone. The green one is my favorite one, the swing short. 100 to 104. This is my favorite zone out of all of it. I'm okay with 108, but this is my favorite one. 102 to 104. No, I don't give signals. I mean, I don't technically give signals, but I give you as close to signals as humanly possible. I just don't press the freaking button for you and don't tell you where to put your stop loss. But I teach you how to put your stop loss, where to put it in practice, in theory. So it comes full circle. Oh man, the discussion is already over. Don't I believe if we sweep 74K, SFP swing structure, possible target highs, great zone there? Well, which highs are you referring to? Yeah, I mean, this is a swing long zone if we sweep 74K for sure. For sure. But, you know, the question was, you know, give a high time frame scenario. There are many different scenarios that can happen. I don't know. But if it was up to me, this is the way I would do it. I want at least 96K. Okay, I want at least 96K. I'm happy with 102. I want somewhere between 108 and 96. That's what I'm saying. I'm happy with minimum 96 and max 108. I'm cool with that. My favorite zone, as per my TA, is between 100 and 104. The reason I like 100 and 104 is because you got to understand, everybody's going to have their Bitcoin boners up again. And they're going to say, oh my God, like, we're back. We're so back. Ha ha ha. Y'all sold. You know that ugly guy that's like, y'all sold. So somewhere between here, I'm looking for a lower high to then make a lower low. I think we're in a bear market. I don't think we're coming back up to 126 at all. At this moment in time, I don't believe so. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the lower high to then make the lower low. And then if it was up to me, listen, if it was up to me, I would just put it straight to zero. Like, I don't fucking believe in Bitcoin personally, but it's not, right? So I like somewhere between 96 and 108, preferably 100 to 104, somewhere there. Get everybody bullish, maybe hang around there for a couple weeks, get everybody bullish again, and then roll over. And then we'll see. That's my preferred scenario. Is that going to happen? I have absolutely no idea. But I like the bear market low. You know, I'm telling you guys here right now, I want minimum 96 and max 108. I want, and I don't know if I'm going to get it, but for me, the bear market low, I want minimum 31.5. I want it. I mean, I'm going to get it. I don't know. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. 108 is feasible, but only if we get through 95. Sure, we get 2 to 3 more closes. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Tough enough to get above 96. I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. I know I said I don't really look at divs, but if we break a high and a bear div is showing on MACD or RSI, do I TP at that high? I don't even look at the div. The only time, literally the only time that I even open up any of the indicators is when I'm looking to enter. That's the only time. So if we take a high, I don't have the divs up. I don't care. The divs don't work for me. Somehow they work for everybody else, but for me, they don't work. So I don't even have it up because I don't care. I literally don't care what they look like. I could have the biggest divergence in the world. Let me show you proof. Let me show you proof, okay? Let me show you why I literally don't care at all about any divergences ever. Regular divs, no thank you. Let me show you why. Right here, we're on the 3-day time frame. Right here, you have the biggest divergence I ever see in my entire life with money flow coming out, everything that we've been taught, and look at what this amounted to. Bang, up you go. So I can't trust it. Ever since I saw this, I'm like, yeah, there's no way I can trust this. And so if this is going to be how it is, and it's 50-50 at best 50-50. Like if this, I would have imagined this would have, honest to God, I swear to God, I would have thought that this would have went to 0. And it didn't. I would have said there's a 90% chance that we're coming back down to this low based on the div alone. And we didn't. So if I can't trust a 90% thing in my favor, that means it's 50-50 at the very bare minimum. So I don't give a fuck about the divs. I don't care. They don't work. For me, they don't work. Somehow they work for everybody else. All the other creators, whatever, it works for you, great. For me, it doesn't work. So to answer your question, no, I don't. And I don't TP based on that. I take profit because that's my take profit level and that's what I'm targeting. Right? I just can't trust it. Can't trust it. Yeah, I see a pump today or tomorrow. Have I heard the CIA theory? No, I never have. Crypto Scarface with the 5 says there's a strong demand zone in between 72 and 65, which I think will be good support for continuation to no all-time high. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. It depends on what happens, in my opinion. I think that we need to have a proper accumulation if we're going to discuss going back to the all-time high. And I think the higher we go now, the worse it'll be. And I think that we are going to go higher now. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, like, here's the deal, right? Here's the range, okay? Here's your local range. And this is your first tap of the range, right? So here's your range. That's your range. And that's your first tap of the range. In my opinion, right now, currently, there's absolutely zero... Okay, nothing's ever 0%. But I'm going to say there's maybe a 10% chance right now that we go to the all-time high without taking this low. Maybe 10%. And to make it even worse, I think we're going to take out this low. I think this low is going to go. I think there's actually, like, probably at this point right now, maybe a 75% chance this low goes. Probably like a 85 to 90% chance this low goes. I do not think we're going to all-time high before taking this low out. No way. Can it happen? Yes. Can I be wrong? Yes. Am I still trading it? Look, I'm trading against my high time frame idea right now. I'm long. Right? But right now, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think any pump is sell the pump right now. Not buy the dip. Don't buy the dip, sell the rip. That's what I think right now. I think we're in a bear market. So we'll see. How often do I hold in a round trip? Depends on what's going on. I round tripped like 12K on Wednesday. No, on when was New Year's? On the 30th, I round tripped like 10K, and then on the no 29th, I round tripped 10K. 30th, I round tripped like 12K, and then 31st, I'm in these trades now. So there is definitely a balance, and I don't have it perfect either. Many people, you know, you gotta just, as I've been saying lately, lick it and stick it. Just take your money and run. Bro, I feel like retail is in, but sweeping 74K is wiped and all-time high. If we take 74K before we go to the all-time high, then yes, I do think we can go to all-time high. Agree with you, unless we hold 100K for at least a couple weeks bear trend. I think even if we lose 100K, I literally think even if we lose 100K, it's still not, or even if we claim 100K, it's still not bullish. Where am I going to short Sol? Right now, I'm not. I'll tell you that. The earliest short that I have... Listen, I think we're going to 150. So I don't have, like, I don't know. What's that 138? Are you drawing a golden pocket? Yeah, I personally think we're going to 150. So we'll see. I don't know. Depends. Depends. I think we're going to 150, but we'll see. We'll see. You always get slapped by a bear div? Bro, I always get wrecked by the divs. I try to short them and then I get fucked. This Venezuela nonsense definitely has some ability to toss some nice volatility. I hope we get a pump right now, man. I hope we do. What's up, Geo? Bitterball here. What's up, brother? How are you? Question. What is my overall plan according to crypto? Pump to 96, then dump to 0? I want, yeah, basically, the long story short, I want at least 96 to... I'm looking for 96 to 108, but preferably I want 100 to 104, and then that's a swing short. And probably a swing short you could hold for like 8 months. That's the plan as of now. And the current price action within this range very much so supports the idea of getting like a PO3 here and then rinsing it down. That's why I want to take 100, because everybody's going to get bullish again above 100K. That's what you need. You need everyone to get bullish here. Everybody longs and thinks we're going to all-time high because they don't know how to trade. And then boom. That's the best case scenario for me. This is what I meant. Accumulated at those levels between 65, 72 before a new all-time high. Yes, I agree with that. Thank you again for the 5. Yeah, I do. I definitely agree with that. If we don't take out this low, like, I think that there's maybe a 10% chance we go to all-time high prior to taking that low. You think everyone is already longing? That's the issue. Okay, I have 2 things to say about that. Number one, and I don't mean this disrespectfully. I don't know the answer. So here's what I'll say. Number one, it doesn't matter what you think. It matters what is. And are people longing right now? Or are they not? I don't know. I don't have XO. I'm not, you know, right? So it literally doesn't matter what you think, right? Like, it's, so we need to check the data is what I mean. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying we need to check the data. That's number one. Number two, even if the data is that everybody's longing, you have to remember that all of this, these are shorts. These shorts have not been tested. Okay? And if we are destined to go lower, and I believe we are, I do believe we are, what are the odds that the last liquidity sweep on buy side was 69 days ago and 30% ago? Like, all of these people that have been short and still holding their shorts, by the way, because they believe that they took they caught the top, right? They haven't been tested. If we're destined to go down, why would they let these people still hold their trades all the way down? So, you know, there's 2 sides to it, for sure. There's 2 sides. I don't know if people are longing excessively. We can check. I don't know how much I trust Coinalyze per se, but we can try. I mean, so like in this range, for example, actually more people are shorting in this range. We have bullish CVD here. We have bullish CVD here. So more people are actually shorting right now, which is all the more reason to send price higher, right? More people are shorting here. Well, the thing is open interest is down. So I wouldn't necessarily say more. Like, it's I'm not going to sit here and say that this range CVD is fully bullish, but if I had to lean one way, it leans more bullish to me, in my opinion, than bearish. So who knows? Who knows? Because they let everyone hold on the way up. They definitely did let everyone hold on the way up. I will say that. And that annoyed me. So we're on the same page, bro. Like, I I want it to go down. I just don't think it's going to here. Everybody was complaining about not getting any relief. And my answer to not getting relief is that we never had any relief on the way up. Like we didn't look at, we literally went straight up. I was like, all this is relief on the higher time frame. So, you know what I mean? So we're definitely on the same page. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Here's my idea. I also think we could go to 98 to 108 at some point, but for me, it's more logical to go to 75K first. Two biggest reasons are that we have a bearish PO3 in the current range, and the second one is we have a bearish boss on the daily. Okay, let's talk about it. I don't see a PO3 personally. I don't see a bearish PO3 here. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't see one. And the daily boss, you got to remember, is what's your daily structure? There's two ways you could draw the structure. We're just going to draw it from the high to the low, right? We have up, we have down, we have up, we have down, we have up, and we have down. So that's one way you could draw it. Or you could skip this middle part and then just draw it like this. Okay, either way, either your boss line is here or your boss line is here. And what do we know after we get a boss? After we get a boss, you're expecting mitigation of the range and then continuation. So yeah, we do have a daily boss for sure. But, you know, the market ebbs and flows. All right. Local, wait, talking about the local range, this structure. Draw a bullish structure from the low. Okay, on the daily still. Here, okay, I have another point that goes against it being bearish, but let me show you. Which is actually funny enough because drawing the bullish way, it makes me more bullish. But look, okay, on the daily, let's do it on the daily. Let's follow. So we have low, we have high. We have low, we have high, we have low. Oh, I see what you're saying. High and then low. Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. That's fair. That is fair. However, that's a very, very fair point. Good point. However, why is this redistribution? Why are we here still? Why are we still here? Now, I'm not saying you're wrong. Okay, I'm not saying you're wrong. But why are we still here? And the second thing is you have to ask yourself, does it make sense to accumulate or to distribute where we are in the chart anyway? And in my opinion, for two reasons right now, I will say no. Because number one, we have not mitigated this. Okay. Remember, that's your break of structure. We're expecting mitigation continuation. Number one. Number two, you still have this liquidity here. And what I preach in the Nexus course is when does structure fail you? And it fails you when it has reason to. When you have something above or something below, that is when it can fail you. Shouts out to Mark Dutch. So again, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that, you know, we can't go down and whatever. But I am going to play both sides of it. Did I ever think my opinion would get this much attention? Yeah, this is a pretty poppin' stream. I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Appreciate the feedback. This show's taking way too long. I agree, man. The distribution is taking way too long. I see your point. I was considering it also, but we just didn't have any proper accumulation at the local range. Okay. Okay. Watch this. Ready? Watch this. Watch this. Maybe 4 weeks ago now, I'm going to go to the 1 week time frame. Okay? Watch this. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. By the way, I encourage open dialogue like this, you know, like, you know, I encourage it. Okay. If you learned a lot from me, that makes me happy. Now I'm going to, hopefully this teaches you as well. Okay. One month ago, about 4 weeks ago now, I had drawn this out, and I made a YouTube video about this, but I had drawn this out for the Nexus. Okay. And remember, guys, I say this all the time. I don't lose, I learn. And I learned my lesson. Okay, I learned my lesson from this range where I messed up. Okay, I learned my lesson. So here, yes, okay, so if you've seen it, cool. We don't have a proper accumulation. You're absolutely right. But we do have an internal accumulation. We do. And if I don't think we're going to go to the all-time high anyway. So maybe this internal accumulation just takes you for the lower high to then make the lower low, which is what I think it's going to do anyway. You know what I mean? So, you know, and one more thing I'm going to say. If we don't get proper accumulations, that only strengthens our idea of getting potentially a PO3 like this, right? Which is kind of what we're looking at. At the end of the day, how is this going to end? If my idea is correct, this is your range. This is your manipulation. Right, what did we say? We said between 96-ish and 108 max, but like preferably 104. So maybe we come up, maybe we do this, and we do this, and we do this, and then this is our range, perhaps. Okay, perhaps this is your range. This ends up being your manipulation, wherever it may be. You know, I don't know where it's going to be. Wherever it may be, manipulate above 100K, and then expand down, and then sweep all of these lows. Right? Like, this is an ugly as shit low. This is super ugly. And it didn't take out this low. Like, I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing. You know? Like, this is when everybody gets wrecked. These are my best trades, by the way. These are my best trades when this shit happens. These are my best trades. Absolute my best trades. Absolutely. And you guys know, man, I love shorting. You know that. I don't think crypto's the future. That looks so beautiful to me. Go like this, go like this, go like this. Get your manipulation. Bang. Boom. Fucking zero. Rinse everybody. Pray for it. I'm going to be praying for it. And then this, if this happens, this is your sign to get the hell out. I'm already 90% cash. I've been 90% cash this whole time. Love your channel, bro. It's goated. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's a fair point. I'm just sharing your opinion. Gonna try a short here. Bro, if you see the confirmation, take the short. Don't not take a trade on account of me. You know? And by the way, you know, I respect, like, I encourage open dialogue. As long as people are not being dicks, like, I'm cool. So go for it, bro. It looks like it could be a short here. I'm not saying it can't be. Go for it and hold it as long. Dude, I hope it works out for you. I swear I do. You know? So glad I found your channel. Great content. Do I do daily lives? I don't do daily lives, but I go live enough. And I used to go live every single day in 2024. 2025, I took a break because I had to work on the Nexus, which is my complete trading network, which teaches you everything from A to Z. And then you have me pretty much as a mentor in there. I'm very engaging. I answer everybody. I answer all the questions as best as I can. We have a whole community, a whole network of people that are like-minded and want to learn. And then you get to see me apply everything that you've learned in the course. So it's truly full circle. Okay, and I mean this in a very in the least arrogant way I can. I'm not trying to be cocky, but it's truly, in my opinion, I am biased, but it's truly, in my opinion, a full circle and the best network out there. Like, I just don't see other people doing what I'm doing. I just don't. But I'm very proud of where I've come, and it's all there for you. So 2026, I'm back on YouTube, the public YouTube for you guys, and I hope that I can get to 100K. My goal is to get to 100K subscribers by the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do me a solid and hit the subscribe button. The more likes I get, the more views I get, the more subscribers I get, the more I'll come live. Like I'm more incentivized to come live, right? So I want to get to 100K, but I also need... I want to get to 100K, but I also need you guys to want me to get to 100K, because the only way I'll get to 100K is through you. So how long is the course? Right now, top to bottom, I think the course is approximately, it's not very long. I made it very short and concise for a reason. It's about maybe 5 or 6 hours right now, but it's straight to the point. So it's not like there's no fluff. Okay, I intentionally made it very easy to retain, because most courses, no offense, they kind of suck and they're so boring. This, like, look, I gotta go get some water, so I'll play a lesson for you guys right now. Let's do layers of market structure. I'll play this lesson. It's 6 minutes long. So this is layers of market structure. This is one lesson in my market structure module. Okay, so I'll play this while I go get water, and while I ask you all to please hit the like button for me if you have not already done so. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Once again, I do want to remind everybody that all content presented is a complete joke and should not be taken seriously. Joe's an incompetent 5 between the quarter one to be seen on financial advisor. Crypto is a scam, and making money online is impossible. Global warming is real, and the earth is flat. Your discussion is advised. Okay, and if you are new here and we are just meeting for the very first time, hello, my friends, my dear friends. My name is Trader Geo. I've been trading since 2021, January 1st, 2021, in fact. And every day I teach you why the market moves the way that it does, so that you can have confidence with your trades. All right, did that sound like enough of an ad for you guys? Let me play this for you, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some water. Up until this point, we've learned about... By the way, this is a random lesson in the middle of the course, so, you know, you're not going to really understand everything, but just to show you, like, what you can expect. All right, be right back. Swing structure. We've learned that you have a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, break of structure. We've learned that after you get your break of structure, your expectational order flow is to get a pullback for the continuation, because the trend is your friend. Wonderful. Now we are going to complicate it a little bit more, and we're going to add different layers of structure into the mix. On the top left here, you can see that I've drawn out a legend, which indicates our swing structure is in red, which for the sake of this example is the 4-hour time frame. The internal is the yellow, which is going to be the 15-minute time frame. And fractal is going to be the light blue, which is the 3-minute time frame. Why do we need to now add different layers of structure into the mix? In an earlier lesson, I had told you that there are ways for us to try to identify whether or not our trend is going to be shifting, right, from bullish to bearish, and also where we can potentially enter our stop losses on positions that we're entering, and how can we find basically these pivot points? The answer to that is using this internal structure. So we're going to flip it on right here, and we're going to show you what we're looking for. Remember, we are trying to trade in the direction of our swing structure, which is the 4-hour time frame for this example. How do we know when, after you get a break of structure, for example, when we should expect that pullback? And the answer to that is when our internal time frame flips bearish, okay? And then you play the exact same game. So you have low, you have high, you have higher low, you have higher high, break of structure on your swing structure. How do we know when this higher high is going to give us that pullback, which is our expectational order flow, to then get that continuation? And the answer lies within these internal structure. When your internal structure, let me just change my highlighter to, let's make it white so it's neutral. When your internal structure flips bearish, that is your potential sign that your swing structure has put in its pivot point, okay? And then when your internal structure flips back to bullish, that's your sign that potentially your higher low on the 4-hour time frame swing structure has been put into play. So your internal structure is the same thing as your swing structure, right? But we are just doing it internally, and we're following our internal structure to help give us an idea as to where our swing structure pivot points may actually land. Okay? I hope that made sense. Now, your fractal structure is one layer down of it. It's the exact same thing, but it's one layer down. And so on the side here, I had drawn out this little section, okay, this little section here, I had drawn it out. Now, if I flash my fractal structure, we're doing the exact same thing. Your fractal structure will give you a clue as to where your internal structures, higher low or higher high or pivot points, are going to be, okay? Which will then give you the idea as to where your 4-hour pivot points are going to be. So if I were to include my 4-hour swing structure in this illustration for the sake of this example, it could look something like this, right? Where that is red, and that is basically what we're looking for. And then here would be your bullish break a structure line on the 4-hour time frame. Do you see how all of your time frames fall within one another? How your fractal, which is your blue, let me move my legend over here so that we can all see it and not lose sight of it, okay? So your fractal structure is leading for your yellow structure, which is your internal structure, and your internal structure is leading for your swing structure. Now, a couple things you need to know about structure, okay, and about time frames in general. First of all, I could do a complete module on time frames alone. We're going to be talking about time extensively throughout the course, but for now, what you need to understand is that everything in the market moves the same in terms of time, okay? Your 1-minute time frame will move 5 times as fast as your 5-minute time frame, obviously. And that being said, every layer of structure that you go lower, you have less of a chance of it effectively working, okay? And the reason why is because the market in general is an oscillator. And there's a lot of trip-ups and, games played, fake-outs, what we'll call it, on smaller term time frames than there are on the higher time frames, okay? So when you are playing a break a structure on the fractal time frame, it's less likely to work than if you were to play a break a structure on your internal time frame, okay? We're going to get into all this. We're going to get into how we can utilize all these structures. We're going to get into how we can actually enter trades using this overall market structure layering, okay? We're going to get to all that a little bit later. But for now, you need to understand that your structure is going to work less and less for every layer that you move down. This is 3 layers of structure. Could you have 10 layers of structure? Absolutely, you could. You could theoretically go down to the 5-second time frame and play your structure that way. However, it's not recommended that you do that because there are a lot more fake outs on the lower term time frame. Okay. So, yeah, just one little lesson, and that's it. So you guys are saying, shouts out to Ty. I've been in the Nexus for over 2 years. Won't be disappointed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, brother. Happy New Year, by the way. Thanks so much. Looks great. You get access to my Discord if I sign up for the course, or how does it work? Yeah, so if you sign up, then you get access to the Discord, you get access to the course. It's all included. Okay, so link in the description down below for that. EnterTheNexus.com. But yeah, it's all included for you. All right. If I'm constant with my streams like a certain time, people will come. Yeah, I know. This is basically how I trading the higher time frame on lower time frame. That's exactly how it is. I think a good course is how to identify when things don't play out. 100%. 100%. And that's the thing, right? Like, as soon as I enter a trade, I look for every reason why the trade will go against me, not for me. Right? And I always say, I don't lose, I learn. But, we definitely identify. This was just one lesson amidst, many that eventually, like, the lessons kind of compound. Right? But here, for example, right, later on, when we're talking about ranges and zones and stuff, here, like, when structure fails, right? Like, how do you know when things are going to fail? And what are the probabilities? Because nothing's ever 100%, right? So we definitely go through it all, for sure. It's like picking up clues on if a woman wants you, the eternal time frames the eye she's giving you. Yeah, basically. Basically, yeah. Oh, there we go. All right. I like the course. It is really good. However, I burned my account because in most cases, it's either your order block was too low or too high. Okay. That may be an execution error because I don't ever like set limit orders, right? So, you know, it's probably an execution order. I mean, an execution issue. And I don't mean that in a rude way or a condescending way. That's why we do the practicing the game stream so that, you know, we can all improve and whatnot. We're about to crack 100K. We're about to crack 100K. Can I do some backtest trading? Yeah. Well, okay, in here, let me show you this. So in the Nexus, we do something called practicing the game streams. And these streams are where we do we'll do some backtesting. We'll do some backtesting. Because there are always too many order blocks. Yeah, I think it's just an execution error, bro. Like okay. Let me give you an example. Here, okay, here's the long story short of it. Okay, here's the long story short. Sometimes there are a lot of order blocks, 100%. 100%. But it's more about the narrative than just the order blocks itself, okay? It's like this, for example. Like, okay, here there was an order block. There was an order block up here, and there was an order block here. How do you know which one it is? Well, you don't, right? So you're going to use everything you can to try to take trades based on what you're seeing in those zones and build confluence and use lower time frame structure and whatever else, okay? But this is the important thing. Just context is a huge thing, and I don't think enough traders or enough teachers talk about it. And I think that not a lot of people talk about it because respectfully, they don't know about it. Okay, people just are so into the indicators and into the dots and into all that shit, but they don't understand the market context. And market context, in my opinion, will triumph all. Okay, so let me just give you an example, and perhaps this will kind of change your perspective on when you have so many order blocks. Like, what do you do? And this is why I don't set limit orders. We talked about how this was a range on USDT. I talked about this yesterday. I was on stream yesterday. Like right now, I know we're going to here. Why am I going to... There's no way I'm TPing anything prior to coming to here because I know we're going here. It's very highly probable. Nothing's ever 100%, but it's very probable that we're going to here. So there's no TP yet, right? Let the balance rise. Send it up. There's no TP. There's absolutely no TP. There is TP here at 91.5. So now that we hit 91.5, we're going to TP. Okay? But here's the thing. Okay? When you have a range like this, there was nothing between here, and this hit an order block, and this was our New York fake out. So you could say, okay, well, there was an order block here, but there was also an order block up here. There was an order block up here. I deleted it. Why? Because now, if we were to come to the order block that's up here, okay, then that would invalidate our context that this is your New York fake out. I've been saying since yesterday that I don't think we're coming back to this high and that I think we're going to pump. I don't think we're going to come back to this high. So now, with that being in mind, you don't need to look to the left of this because we're very unlikely to even go there, and you're very likely to go here, right? So what does that mean? That means that, and I know this is just an SFP, but you could say, well, what if you had an order block here? But you have to remember the context. This is an SFP that we had on this range high, and your New York fake out is up here, and we already know that we don't need to look more to the left than this. You don't need to. So anybody that's here and drawing golden pockets and shit, you're shit out of luck. Right? You're shit out of luck. Why? Because my market context triumphs all of everyone's everything else. My power is market context. I'm very good at market context. I'm very good at it. And it's not because I'm being arrogant or cocky. It's because I've learned my lesson. When I lose, I don't lose, I learn. So I go back and I study the market context. That's why I'm so good at it, right? I don't use the indicators. I don't care about what the indicators say. I use the indicators to help me with entries. Yes, when I'm in my zones, when I'm looking to enter. But I don't need them, right? So when I know that we're not going to come for this high, and there's nothing that's 100%, like I'm wrong sometimes, but most of the time, and correct me, guys, there's a lot of Nexus people in here right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Most of the time, I'm right. Mostly. Sometimes I'm wrong, absolutely. Sometimes I'm stuck to a narrative, absolutely, right? But if I'm saying, okay, there's no reason to come back to this high, I don't give a fuck what the indicators say. I don't give a fuck where your golden pockets are. It makes no sense to come back for this high. So now when we SFP this high, if there's nothing in between here and here, that means your only POI, the only option is this. And that's why I told the Nexus yesterday. That's why I told the Nexus yesterday at 3 a.m. This is a very important range sweep high because there's nothing between this high and the previous New York high. And I don't think, look, and I believe is protected. In other words, if this SFP holds, the market will continue to pump, which I believe is likely. We can now rim C down. Okay. So how do you have the, what's the perspective? How do you know? Like you might say, oh, well, this structure flipped bullish, so I'm looking for higher low, higher high. No, because that goes against the market context. It makes no sense. When I said I could rim C down, for those that don't know what that means, all that means is that you can follow the structure down now instead of looking at the structure up. So this was not hard at all because there was nothing else. There's no other option. It's very unlikely that we come back for this high, and there's nothing between here. In this case, I fabricated an order block. Okay, fine. Let's get rid of the fabricated order block. There's nothing else in between it. There's literally nothing else. It was either here we got an SFP, which we did, or we closed above and then we come back for this, and my overall idea is wrong. So if you are struggling, you know, context, guys, market context is so important. That's the shit that they don't teach you, okay? Look, I can teach you the technical analysis. I can teach you the technical analysis, and that's fine, and it's great, and it, you know, cool. But can you build your context? And the answer, like, people ask me, because, man, I didn't have these numbers before. Not even close that I have these numbers before. This is the first time, by the way. This is an anomaly for me to have this P&L. This is an anomaly for me, okay? Don't think it's not. But people ask me, how did I get so good so fast? Whatever. Man, context. Context. When I lose, I go back and I study that shit. I study. I don't fuck around, man. I'm too petty to let these guys steal my money. I don't just, oh man, we have a divergence and whatever. No, fuck that, man. Fuck that. Right? I even said here, look, earlier today, look, I'm gonna show you guys just so that everybody knows, like, I'm not playing here. When I say this, look, 11 a.m., right? I said, we can now rim C down. They knew this. This was at 3 a.m. It was unfortunate, but it was at 3 a.m. Now watch. Now I said, now we watch here. Look, because we had an order block here. And then what did I say? Look, we actually just swept the ugly highs right now. So anywhere here is fine. I am looking for anything. And where did it go? Did it come up and hit that zone? No, it didn't. So it's about context. It's about context. Why is it okay that we didn't hit this? It's okay that we didn't hit it because this is already a distribution. We're already targeting the low. We already have been giving shorts free money forever. This is now a distribution, a redistribution. And why is this level even significant? Because it resides where there's a fair value gap here and you have all these ugly highs. Well, what did this high do? It swept the ugly highs. The job has been completed. So it doesn't matter about the order block. It doesn't need to hit the order block. Context is everything, and context is what 95% of traders lose. 99% of traders do not understand market context, and 99% of the YouTube creators can't explain their trades. If you can't explain your trade, it's not a good trade. This Dogecoin long, now I've been adding to it. Okay, I've been adding to it. But my original Dogecoin long, I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. It was not a good trade. It was like 4 a.m. Okay, hold on. It's really hot. It was like 4 a.m., okay? It was 4 a.m. and I saw a green dot on Market Cypher and I just longed it, okay? I was bullish on it anyway because we did a swing long. Okay, we did a swing long on Doge. I gave a swing long to the Nexus and we lost the swing long. Like I said, I'm not always right. I'm gonna lose. Okay, I swing longed somewhere here. I was wrong, and then I saw that we swept all the lows again. And I know that listen, I know nothing's ever 100%, but I know that it is a very high probability that Dogecoin makes it to 16.7K. Very high probability. Very, very high probability. Very high probability that we're going there because we have nothing but liquidity, at least there. That's my TP1. Okay. But I lost the swing long. Then it hit my stop loss. But I know that I'm still looking for swing longs. I'm not wrong. Like, okay, yes, the execution was poor. We lost that trade in the Nexus 100%. We're not always going to win. But I went back in, and I went back in using Market Cypher. But the Market Cypher, like just using a green dot. Now, that was paired with my overall idea anyway, right? But would I classify this as a good trade? Hell no. Hell no. Because why did I... Okay, well, I longed it just because of a green dot and that's it. That's a lucky trade. Not every winning trade is a good trade. And not every losing trade is a bad trade. Your goal is to take as many good trades as possible. Period. Okay? This trade is not a win. Like, don't get me wrong. I won the trade. But if I do what I did on this long, and I do that every single time, I'm not going to be profitable. It's not a good trade. Right? It's a winner, sure, but it's not a good trade. Context, guys, is everything. Everything. Context. And that's the stuff that, you learn on a day-to-day basis, right? That's the shit you learn on a day-to-day basis. Being in here, being in the Nexus, being in here, on the public YouTube. Okay? So guys, listen, I just gave you like the most valuable little mini lesson right there in regards to context, okay? If you're here for the very first time, let me know how you made it here, okay? How did you find me? Let me know. Did somebody refer me? Did you see it on Twitter? Did you see it on YouTube? How did you find me? And if I'm providing value for you, which I believe I am, please hit the like button for me. Because my goal by the end of the year is to get to 100K. But I need you to want me to get there too, because I can't get there without your guys' help. Context. Context, guys. Context. Please hit the like for me. And I appreciate all of you guys coming here and kicking it with me. Let's see what you guys are saying. I love how I use no indicators. Man, I became such a better trader when I stopped relying on the indicators, bro. Most people cannot properly identify order blocks, and they think that everything they see in an order block is valid. I agree, man. Thank you again for the 5. For the another 5. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it, man. God bless. Happy New Year. I agree, man. Context, bro. It's everything, man. It's everything. Context is what made me discredit this Model 1 distribution. The old me would have been trying to short this and wrongfully guiding the Nexus to shorting down to this low because we don't properly accumulate. But I learned my lesson when we were here. In this range, if you've been around, guys, I mean, like I really elevated as a trader in the last year. But in this range, I nailed every single move until here. Here, I was wrong. I hit 3/4 of the range right. Last quarter, I was way wrong. And it's because I learned. I studied the context. Context is everything, man. Nothing is going to tell you more than context. If you want to study the context of the market. Fuck the indicators and shit. Right? Indicators don't tell me what to do. I tell them what to do. I was bullish in this range. Ask the Nexus, man. They're probably so sick of my shit. I didn't short this whole range. Perhaps I was a little bit too much of a perma bull. That's my bad. But, man, I've been bullish the whole time. And now what happens? Now, open interest is bullish. Right? OI is bullish in this range. But OI was bullish in this range after I was already bullish. Context. Man, shouts out to Phoenix. Is he in here? Am I trading with a funded account? No, this is a live account. Oh, wow. We have a lot of people in here from Phoenix. Okay. Well, if you guys don't know, him and I are homies, and we're going to be, like, collabing quite often. So, you know, shouts out to Phoenix for sure. Brown Phoenix, yeah. I'm actually learning quite a bit. Just finished the Phoenix course. This is just like the cherries on top. Man, yeah, and there's, it's very clear. It is very clear that, it is very, very clear that I have taken inspiration from Phoenix. Him and I are very good friends. You know, I've given him his flowers many, many times. So, yeah, absolutely. CF, I found you through him, but I can identify myself more with my trading style. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Happy to be part of the Nexus. Thank you, Gio. Found you through Market Cypher / Fobbing Groper. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, when you take everything else, right? Context and structure and liquidity and order blocks and POIs, right? Now you add Market Cypher for help with the entries, right? Like, I was bullish before Market Cypher was bullish. I don't care. I use it for help with my entries only because I can't trust it on the higher time frames. I just can't. And sorry, it is what it is. Through God. That's so funny, bro. Man, we love God. God is fucking insane, though. That kid is crazy. Oh, man. So, yeah. What was this? Can I show on USDT where I would TP longs? Right here. 6.05 is TP. Non-negotiable take profit. But I actually think it's going to pump even more. I think we're going to 5.8. And I think we'll be at 5.8 within the next day. I think we're going to hang around here. We're going to redistribute here. And then we're going to keep going. I think we're going to keep pumping. I don't think we're done. I think we're going to 96K. Honestly, I do. I definitely think we're going to 96K. All right. The hard part is no course can really teach you how to learn context. You have to learn it on your own. Exactly. You have to put the screen time in, you know. You have to put the screen time in. How did I set up MCB? Yeah. So, here. So on the top right, you can click this like little thing and you can put different templates. I have 1 on the right and 4 on the left. Okay. And then each one of these are different time frames. And then I just double click into Market Cypher. So for example, like this is the 5 second, this is the 15 second, this is the 1 minute, and then this is the 3 minute. Do you see why? Like, I don't have the higher time frame shit because I don't care about the higher time frame shit. I don't care. It doesn't fucking work for me. For me, it doesn't work. You know? For you, it might. For me, it doesn't work. Then you add everything in. Add the vector candles. Add liquidity. Add everything. You know? Like right now, let me show you some real live time context. Okay? Let me give you some real live time context right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to tell me the context, okay? Here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to suggest that you do. Nobody write it yet. Here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Let's make this a learning opportunity. And if you don't know, that's okay. You're here to learn. And if you do know, let's show the people what you got. Just based on what you see on the screen right now alone, let's talk about market context. If you have an answer for what I'm going to say next, write it in the chat. If you don't and you don't know, write that you don't know. That's completely okay. But try to think about what I'm going to tell you next. I took Jason Casper's course as well a few years ago and tried to trade using only market cipher. It was terrible knowing smart money first. Yep. Smart money's everything, bro. Smart money's everything. Well, 95% of retail loses. So respectfully, why would you draw golden pockets and shit if that's what makes you lose? Like, that's my mentality. I'm not knocking it, but that's just my mentality. Like, I don't care. The answer is not short squeeze. I don't care how many divergences we have right now because we haven't hit my level yet. We have not hit my level on USDT, so I don't care how many divergences there are. I frankly do not care at all. Don't care. Nope, not the order block. Context, guys. Context. Think about it. I'll give it another minute. To be fair, it's not like super... It's not super, like, in your face. And if you're not in the Nexus, you haven't heard me talking about this shit a lot, you're not going to know. But I'm going to give the learning opportunity for you. No vector, no money. Okay, let me slim it. Just what's on your screen right now. Just what's on the screen right now. I could even make it even simpler. Now, just what's on the screen. It has something to do with this range. Tell me the context about this range. No triangle. Accumulation is part of it. But what did the accumulation invalidate? Not Rim C. It did sweep the lows. We don't need to backtest. Why do we not need to backtest? You guys are close. You're getting very close. The SFP is good. The manipulation is good. Why do we not need to Rim C this range? Context. Why do we not need to Rim C? What happened here? I can tell you right now, it is very unlikely that we're going to come back down to this low. Or to this. Very unlikely that we're going to come back to here. Can it happen? Yes. I think it's unlikely. Why? The sweep did its job. No. Top has been swept also. No. Failed distribution. Failed distribution. Context. Good job, D-Jack. Failed distribution. It didn't just reaccumulate and pop up. It tried to distribute and the bulls said, fuck you all. I know it didn't sweep the high. Yeah, I mean, look, it's definitely not the cleanest scenario, but forget that. Let's focus on the lesson element of it. Let's just say it did sweep the high. Let's just play pretend, okay? So maybe that's my fault. It was not the best example. But it failed the distribution. So why on God's green earth right now, if you're long, would you have your stop loss anywhere but right there? Why would we come back down to that low? We wouldn't. Can we get some claps? Can we get some tree emojis? Let's get some tree emojis. Shouts out to the Nexus. Shouts out to all of you guys. Thank you for being here. This is one of my most viewed stream since I've like kind of come back to YouTube full time and whatever. And as you guys know, as I mentioned, my goal is to get to 100K by the end of the year. And I think I can do it. But I need you to want me to do it too. So shouts out to the Nexus. Let's get some tree emojis in the chat. Let's get those like buttons going. And let's fucking pump this shit, baby. Fuck the Bears. Shouts out to Kenny. One love, Kenny. Kenny Westside. Shouldn't we look to short it down now? Why would we? Where are you shorting it to? It's not that failed the distribution, Justin. Okay. It's not that okay, if this took the high, then this would have been more of a distribution. But it didn't. Fine, whatever. But it's more that it accumulated and it that's what, it's not that it popped out, because that's just a normal accumulation. It's that it tried to distribute and the distribution failed. USDT did sweep the low, by the way. It was a way cleaner failed accumulation on USDT, if I want to use that as the example. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right here. Right here. Beautiful. So, yeah, USDT tried to accumulate here. Tried to accumulate, and it failed miserably. So, what are the odds that we come back up here without hitting our target? Very slim. Can it happen? Yes, for sure it can. For sure it can. Absolutely it can. I'm not saying that it can't, but it's all probabilities. Do I know if it's gonna? No. Maybe it'll come back and I'm wrong. Then I'm wrong. Whatever. Then I get stopped out and I make at least, you know, some thousands of dollars. Whatever. Right? How can I be sure that it's not a PO3? You can't, but this doesn't look like a PO3. PO3 is where you have a range and that range leaves liquidity. And then you pop up and then you hang around here and then you do that. That didn't happen. This is you swept liquidity. You popped up aggressively. I would be looking for continuations. In fact, I'm going to go as far as saying there's actually... look, I could probably find us a trade right now. Let's see if I can find one. Let me see if I can find us a trade real quick. And by the way, don't let any creator fool you into thinking, oh, you missed the trade. There's no such thing as missing a trade. If you know what to look for, and they give you what you want to see, you can't just trade in the middle of nowhere. But if you know what to look for, you can get in from anywhere. No such thing as missing a trade. There's such thing as missing a trade if you don't know how to trade. If you do know how to trade, there's no such thing as missing it. Your trade is here. Sweep this high. Actually, sweep this high. We don't want this low to go. You can wick it out. We don't really want it to go, though. Not financial advice. Hold on. All content presented is a clippy joke. Should not be taken seriously. Juice and a couple of do the quarter want to be singing non financial advice. Those can make. That's your long, though. I'll be right back. right. Yeah, I don't know what my TP is. Let's figure that out. Let's go let's do one trade at a time and do some trade management here. Let's do some Solana. So my stop loss on Sol, was gonna go there. My Ada's looking weaker than Sol. Why is, what the hell? That's weird. Why do we have such a big gap between where price currently is and the first sell in the order book? That's weird. Maybe it like chops it up. I don't know. Shouts out to Crypto Scarface once again with the 5. Thank you, bro. For some reason, a lot of traders disregard the most important thing in trading, which is structure and order flow objective. Yep, they definitely do that. They definitely do. Thank you for the 5, bro. Appreciate you. Okay, so I don't really like ADA here, but I'm kind of long in the middle of nowhere because I've been adding to it. So here's what we're gonna do. If we get stopped out, we'll just go back in. That's no problem. I don't particularly want to round trip 11k though. I should take profit on ADA, I think. Okay, ADA we'll come back to. Let's check Doggy Coin. Okay, Doge will keep there for now. ETH I literally don't even care about. This was a bad trade too. ETH was just, I just longed it. Just cause. So if I get stopped out of break even on ETH, I don't really care. ETH shouldn't need to come back for this wick. So we'll keep it there. That'll be break even. That's fine. It's not really a real trade. And same with Adam. It's not really a real trade. Damn, that was a good long though. Not really a great. Yeah, I mean, this one I'll just do break even too. I don't really care. Not a real trade, so. These ones are the ones that I care about. So. Okay. You just saw me make 10k on stream. Live in front of your face. Let's see what we get here. This now goes down to here. This comes down to here. Let's see if we can get into a long here. I will long it again. Don't you dare think I won't. Yes, I will. I'll long it. I don't care. If we're going higher, who cares? Yeah, we're longing that. We are longing it. We're longing it. We're longing it. Longing it. Longing it. If we do this, if we go boom, 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 I'm longing that. I'll add to my Bitcoin long. And because I have some wiggle room, okay, now that's a good number. That's a good number. That's a good number. That's a good number. Good number. That's not a good number. 4595. There we go. Better number. Better. So let's see. If our entry is 89,552 and we're here, if I go in half, like if I double my position, my entry will basically be where my stop loss is now, which we've already said it makes no sense to come back down there. We don't need to come back down there. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, we're kind of getting what we want. Let's put an alert up here. All the girls step your feet like this. Fun, been around that track and it's something have been like that. Cause I ain't no holler back girl. I ain't no holler back girl. Few times been around that shit and something have been like. Why is it doing that? There we go. Yeah, bro. Listen, I told you guys 2026 is the year of the dragon. It's the year of the dragon. And I want 100K by the end of the year. And I believe in my heart that I will get it. We ain't playing games this time, bro. We're back and we're here. Someone said in the Nexus just being, no, we're not being sponsored by Bud Light Lime. But like we were talking about it last night on stream with Phoenix. Oh, the girls step your feet like this. No, it's not horse. It's the year of the dragon. Oh, the girls kept her feet like this. It's not horse. It's dragon. We changed it. We changed it. It's not horse. By the way, we also have a free section of the Discord. That is also in the description. Also in the description down below. What is playing right now? Oh. Yeah, I want 100K subscribers. I think 100K BTC is going to happen in 2026, and I also think I will have 100K PNL in 2026. But I want 100K subscribers, and I believe I will get it. But I need your guys' help. I need you to want me to get to 100K also. And I suck at chess, by the way. So don't judge me here. Let me down easy. Oh, that's interesting. Like, I really suck at chess, so do not judge me. He's gonna move. If I go here, he'll go there. No. Can't do that. We can go here and we can threaten the knight. Oh, no, he didn't fork me. Never mind. Yeah, the question is, do we want to trade the queens? That's the question. I don't think we do, actually. I don't think we want to trade the queen here. Because here's the deal. Here's the deal. Oh, I didn't think he was going to do that. Okay, that's not good. Okay, if I go here, he goes there. No, I didn't think he was going to do that. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. Okay. That was so bad. That was so bad. Oh. Huh. Okay, we have some stuff going on right now. I need to get rid of that freaking pawn. If I move my knight here, then that's gonna take it and I'll be free. But the problem is this. So I need the queen to move. He's gonna take my knight though. So I need to protect my knight, which is not possible at the moment. So this is kind of not really the best situation we got going on right now, to be honest with you. Oh my god, I'm running out of time. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? If I do there, he's gonna go there. I can't have that. I just need this stupid... Oh my god, I'm running out of time. I don't know what to do. If I do this, he's gonna take my knight. Oh, I'm running out of time. Oh, okay. All right, we fumbled there. We fumbled there, man. We fumbled there. Oh, I should have moved the bishop. No, but I need the bishop because I'm trying to laser in on that. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. We fumbled, man. We fumbled. We fumbled. Okay, I need a flank attack. I need the queen to go. I don't care if he takes any one of these two. That's fine. I'm gonna move this here. We're gonna move this here. Is it my turn? No, it's not my turn. Okay. All right. Wait, is it my turn yet? No. Okay. I fumbled that so bad. Move bishop to d2. Oh, he wants to trade. Oh, all right, whatever. Fuck it. Boom. Now that's gonna come up. Yeah. Expected. Oh no! Man. Stupid. Stupid. Okay, what are you? What? Are we... Yo, USDT did an SFP. Yeah, I don't really care. It makes no sense to accumulate from here anyway. Turn the music volume down. Where's the please? SMT, BTC, and ETH. Man, why are you guys trying to trade against me so hard? You don't want it to go to a million K? I'm just kidding. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we do have an SMT in it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about it yet. Not quite yet because of context. Contextual. Sexual. Does it make sense to reject from here? I don't know if it does. Could it? Sure. Where can you find the mix? Right there. There you go. Okay. I want you to make some loot and appreciate all your lessons. They are invaluable. Thank you. Appreciate the feedback. Let's fucking pump this shit, baby. Go already. Holy smokes. Oh, wow. Damn, that was crazy. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we've been live for like a long time. We've been live for a long time. How long we been live for? You guys think I could get to you guys think I could get to 100K by the end of the year? I think I could get to 100K by the end of the year. Here, how about this, bro? I'll change the music for you. Let's do this. What if it's like more chill? Will that make you feel better? I can't hear how loud it is, so, you know. Breakfast. Need to do a 24-hour stream, bro. Honestly, I'm kind of down, but 93 yesterday. I was at 93 yesterday. And then I went down to like 75 today. And then now we're here. Year of the Dragon. I did CP. And then I went back in. Breakfast. 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 Banana. All right, man. I'm sick of this shit, bro. Like, just send this shit already. Like, fuck off. Let's go, man. We're in the breaker block. There's nothing else to do. We had a failed distribution. That failed distribution accumulated. Send that shit, bro. Oh, no, I did not flash close all. Although I should have. I definitely should have. I definitely should have. Breakfast. I probably should now, too, but would I take a Bud Light sponsorship? I don't think so, man. I would take like a tequila one or something. Not Bud Light. Breakfast. Well, you see, the thing is, Miss Zero Facility. If I took profit and I didn't get back in, I would be... Or if I closed and I didn't get back in, I would be so pissed. But it worked out this way. Because I took profit and then... Breakfast. Baby, calm down. Listen, once 96 is hit, then I will join you on the scalping side. Until then, it's perma long and fuck the Bears. All I want is 96K. Like, that's so not that hard. Just go. still have love for me, girl? You seem to love me now. You know that I was down and out. Would you still have love for me, girl? You seem to love me now. I'm actually getting back on Mexi soon. Would you still have love for me, girl? Seem to love me now. You know that I was down and out. My voice is fucked up from when I was on vacation. Or not vacation. From what's it called? When I did New Year's. If I told you the girl, would you love that? Would you glock that? And if I told you the girl that I love that, and then I did it with your girl, would you love that? And I get it with your girl and it up, but would you still, girl? You seem to love me now. You know that I was down and out. Would you still have love for me, girl? You know that I was down and out. Would you still have love for me, girl? I love you like a fat kid love cake. Hey, 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 hey. You seem to love me now. You know that I was down and out. Would you still have love for me, girl? You seem to love me now. You know that I was down and out. Would you still have love for me, girl? Shout out to Alex O Crypto. Listen, my friend, I mean this out of love. If you're asking me where you should TP, then you shouldn't have taken the trade, man. But you should TP on this high at the very minimum. But you should do your own trade, not mine. I get you in the morning. Yo, when is the next UFC? When is the next UF sizzle? I feel like we haven't seen UFC in forever, bro. Next weekend? Oh, yeah, next weekend. Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. Oh, okay. Why don't we just turn the lights down? Oh, it's not next weekend. What the fuck? January 24th? And then we have another one January 31st? What? Why don't we just turn the lights down? Dying to explore ya. We don't need no other body. You're a stallion. Man, you guys, all your horse shit, literally. This is the year of the dragon. Fuck the horse. Yo, shouts out to Alex. Bro, that's real. You know what? I had an epiphany the other day. I was talking to Jabs about it. Like, when I had my success, okay? Like, I've been a successful man and I've been a not successful man. And I don't mean in trading. I just mean in life, okay? Like, forget trading. But I'm doing okay right now, okay? You know how they say money is the root of all evil? Money is not the root of all evil, okay? Poverty is the root of all evil. You know, I've had moments where my friends had promotions or whatever and were doing well and I wasn't. And I'm happy for them. They're my friends. I love them. But there is a part that you are envious of. It's just human nature, right? When someone's doing well, you start to think about, like, you can be happy for them and sad for yourself at the same time. When you are successful, you genuinely in your heart, at least for me, I genuinely in my heart want the best for my people around me. I genuinely like mean that, you know? So yeah, I mean, to say like, remember, funny how people change when you crush it is a huge thing, man. It's a huge thing. Like, it's a huge thing. And I've been on that, and it's not like by intention, right? But when people are doing well and you're not, you start to think like, oh man, you know. Anyway, that's just my opinion. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. All right, listen, we've been live for a long time. We've been live for a very long time. So, my dearest friends, this is where I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you. If you enjoyed the show, the best coin to invest, USDT, baby. The only real coin that has purchasing power. None of this other Mickey Mouse shit. That's just my, you know, non-believing in crypto self-speaking. Anyway, my dearest friends, thank you for kicking it with me. It's been an absolute pleasure serving you tonight. I hope that we are all happy, healthy, wealthy, and I will see you guys next time. Please make sure to hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't already done so, it's the year of the motherfucking dragon. Let's see some tree emojis in the chat, and I will see you later. One love. Set my heart